Howdy, folks. Today we're looking at Bill and Ted's excellent comic book number 10 from 1992 in Marvel Comics. The summer of 92 was a retail firestorm with the first generation of Image books like Youngblood and Spawn setting sales records, as Marvel struggled slightly after losing a generation of their most popular artists. That's the necessary context for this issue's parody of the superhero industrial complex, as seen from the heart of the world when that was the early 90s. Bill and Ted begin the story on their way to a sold-out show on the most boring planet in the most boring dimension, Dullnecks. But on their way to the show, the boys' phone booth finds itself diverted someplace else entirely, specifically a place called Hyperworld, populated solely by costumed heroes and villains fighting an eternal brawl. They don't have any normals on Hyperworld except in their own comics, based around characters like Leo Morris, CPA, and Henry, portrait photographer, surely one of the best background gags to ever slip quietly past the comics code. In any event, despite being loyal readers of Fight Man, the boys find the experience of being stuck in a land consisting of nothing but super brawls to be an extraordinarily unrighteous happening, especially since their phone booth gets stolen and they have to dress like superheroes to win it back. If you're familiar with Dorkin's work, you should recognize the ready critique of the dominant genre, as Tom Spurgeon used to say with no small tongue-in-cheek, the one true genre, a familiar harangue all the more trenchant for appearing dead center in the midst of one of the American industry's flashpoint moments. Of course, the year after was the year it all fell apart, but at the moment this was published, the worst comics you ever read in your life were selling 750,000 copies without even trying. Now, of course, it makes perfect sense that Dorkin would make a habit of biting the hand that feeds. He made a career out of begging the industry around him to grow up, and not only did that not happen, but the superheroes went out and colonized the real world until everyone else got sick of them. Hyperworld writ large.